So this is John's volunteering enlistment into the Civil War.
When Dennis Boyer decided to trace his ancestral roots, he never imagined he'd come across his great-great-grandfather's 150-year-old enlistment papers.
And right here is my great-great-grandfather's signature.
His ancestor, John Boyer, was only a minor when he enlisted to fight in the Civil War. Scouring through historical documents, Dennis discovered John was one of 3 brothers sent to fight.
It was him, John, and his 2 brothers, Frederick and Edward, all enlisted into the Civil War. You can imagine being the mother or the father, having to send your 3 kids out. Pretty interesting.
It's one of many interesting stories buried here at the Greenwood Cemetery in Brooklyn. Groundsmen dig into what looks like an empty plot, but it's the resting place of a soldier. More than a century later, many of the headstones of those who served in the Civil War have disappeared, sunken underground. Now the cemetery is not only restoring the graves, but marking each with an inscription to reflect their service. What started in 2002 as a small project has become quite an undertaking.
At the time, I thought that there were probably about 500, and it turned out that that was woefully low. That we have since then identified 4,600 Civil War veterans here at Greenwood Cemetery.
4,600 and still counting. The project is ongoing. This Memorial Day, the cemetery will celebrate the 150th anniversary of the war by inviting the descendants back to Greenwood. For Dennis Boyer, this will be his first visit.
I'll be able to see the plot where my great-great-grandfather and all of his relatives are buried, as well as his brothers. So it'll be quite an emotional experience for me, I'm sure.
And he plans to take a family member with him, his newly discovered long-lost cousin. They found each other while tracing their roots back to Greenwood. Turns out his great-great-grandfather lived well past his battle wounds, giving way to future generations, including Dennis and his family. In Brooklyn, New York, Bonnie Ghosh, Associated Press.